Hey, why are you out of class? Okay, don't look dumb looking around like you don't know I'm talking to. Okay, where's your hall pass? I work here. Nice try. What are you, 14? I don't know why you kids think you could just do whatever you want all the time. I literally have a badge. And whose desk did you swipe that from? I knew you looked like trouble. Stealing from a teacher? Oh, hey, you two. Hope y'all are having a nice day. Mr. Principal, the student's trying to convince me they're a teacher. Can you believe? That's Miss Rogers. She's worked here for like 2 years. Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess I haven't met you yet. I really hope you can forgive me. Yeah, no worries. But I would like to talk about how you spoke to me when you thought I was a student. Do you talk to all the kids that way? Miss Rogers, Jessica passed out next door and our teacher's not doing anything. Well, okay, hold on, I'm coming. I just got here. Please help, thank you. What happened? Jessica said she was about to pass out and the teacher wouldn't help her. I thought she was just attention seeking. She has a 504, what are you talking about? The 504 just says that when she feels like she's gonna pass out, a friend needs to escort her to the nurse. And I wasn't sure if that was a real thing or if it was something she just got in there so that she and her friends could skip class. What? It's a 504! There are literal doctor's notes for documentation stating this needs to be done. How was I supposed to know? It's in the 504. What, like you read all of them? Yes, because bad things can happen when we don't. There's a difference between being involved and controlling a classroom because you are one parent with one kid in a class of 40. You don't get to dictate
and you are
what
not
all the other 40
the expert
kids
on
do.
the subject.
I wish I had $1 for every single time. You know, high school social studies, I'm the subject that the parents don't trust. You know, I wish I had $1 for every parent that said, I want your lessons to be approved by me. And I tell them everything is online. You can go look at every single thing. And they don't. They don't want to look. They want me to tell them every day, this is what we're doing. But they don't want to look themselves. They won't look at the state standards. They won't go look at my website. They won't go look at the videos that I have posted. They don't actually want to look. They just want to yell at somebody. Miss Rogers, where did you get your credentials? My what? Your credentials. Do you even have any? Because you missed states on this US map. What states do you think I missed? North and South Korea? They should be near North and South Dakota, where all the duo states go. Connor, the Koreas are in Asia. You do realize there's a Korean War, right? I'm well aware. Then stop this foolishness that the Koreas are all the way in Asia. We wouldn't have been able to go fight the Korean War if it was all the way in Asia. I'm really concerned. And next, I bet you're gonna try and tell me Vietnam isn't a state, because you left that off here too. What do you have to say for yourself? That I didn't think this conversation could get any worse. Just wait till my mom hears about this, because she's going to go to the school board. You're clearly just not smart enough to be a teacher. I don't get paid enough. Someone made like this fake meme years ago about furries. It was supposed to be a dig at furries. About like teachers putting litter boxes in the schools for the furries, right? And it wasn't even real. It was just supposed to be a meme dig at furries about that situation becoming out of control. And then Jim Bob on Facebook found it. Grandpa Jim found it. And now it's a thing that teachers are having kids use litter boxes and schools have litter boxes. That's not a thing. It literally was a meme from forever ago, and now it's like, it was literally on Fox News about this is what liberal teachers are doing to your kids. We were finishing up our World War I unit, and so we had a review day before the test. And at the end of the review day, like we've already reviewed all the material, and I have one girl raise her hand. Like, okay, what's going on? So we've learned everything that we need to know about World War I. I said, yeah, that's why we just reviewed everything from this unit for the test tomorrow. Well, what kind of a teacher are you? We didn't even learn about Hitler coming to power. And I looked at her and I was like, well, that's because he comes to power right before World War II, like in the next World War. And she looks at me and she goes, there are two? She thinks about it for a second and she goes, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. I'm positive. And she goes, I might have to Google it later. Hey, Rogers, you have Connor next period, right? Yeah, why? Just a heads up, he's gonna come to you with this pathetic sob story today. What do you mean? He told me this morning he needed to charge his phone in my class because they shut the power off at home. Oh my gosh, you let him charge his phone, right? Heck no, he does not need his phone in my class. But what if he needs to get in touch with his family? I know he walks his little sister home after school. What if he needs it? Look, if that family can't pay their power bill, he doesn't need a cell phone anyways. That's none of your business, and regardless of what happens at home, it's not Connor's fault what happens to the power. Don't tell me you feel bad for him. He's not even an honor roll student. Why would you give it a second thought? I'm gonna need you to remove yourself from my presence before you get smacked in the face. Hey Smith, I heard Kyle bumped himself up to a B? That's great! Oh yeah, I know, I really thought he was gonna fail. You must be doing really great work with him. Oh, I didn't have to do anything. He just decided he didn't want to fail and bought a bunch of books off my wish list. I'm not following. Oh, I offer kids extra credit when they buy things off my wish list. Why would you do that? To incentivize them buying things off my wish list? But not every kid's gonna be able to afford that. Well, I'll just have to study harder. That sounds really unfair. Seriously though, who's it hurting? I get what I want, the kids and their parents get what they want. It's a win for everybody. Except for the kids that can't afford it. And what about the kids next year when they don't have that option? Well, that sounds like the next teacher's problem. Gosh, we really need to fix the school systems.
Gen Z falls for more scams than their boomer grandparents by like 3 times.
Why does that not surprise me? I don't know why.
And you know what most of it is?
What?
Or at least what I've seen? Sextortion. You're matching with somebody online, some really pretty girl, some and so you're gonna trade nudes, and then all of a sudden they're gonna blackmail you and send it to their family. I think I was getting 5 to 8 a day for months.
Wow.
It's a nightmare. And I also try to avoid those cases, especially because I have a bunch of minors coming to me with it, and it's like, yes, I can't look into that. I'm like, I will go to prison.
Yeah, like you have the degree, but you don't have the job. Like you're doing it like to help people and for funsies.
Yeah, I'm an enthusiastic amateur who's enjoying life.
Miss Rogers, I have a present for you. Oh, Emily, you didn't have to do that. You were the only option left. What do you mean? My mommy got this from my grandma, and she said it was the stupidest thing anyone's ever given her. So mommy tried to give it to, well, anyone really. She called her sister and her friends, and really everyone in the family asking, who wants this piece of junk? And no one would take it, so she figured she'd give it to you to get it out of her house. Oh, okay, well, thank you. But I wasn't supposed to tell you any of that. I figured as much. My mommy says that teachers are so poor, you wouldn't know it was a crappy present anyways. Thanks so much, Emily. You can go sit down now. This parent went to the teacher and was like, I know you hate my child because you only call home for him. And she's like, well, no, I call home for anyone that acts up. And she's, well, how come I only know about when you call home about my child? It's because it's not, like, the other kids are not your children. It's none of your business. Right. And she said, well, no, I don't believe you because my kid said they're the only one. And she's like, well, just like I'm not going to let other parents know, hey, I'm calling home. Like, I don't announce to the class, hey, I'm calling this person's parents. Like, that's none of their business. Yeah. And the parent literally said, to prove that you're not picking on my child, you have to inform me every time you call home for another kid just to prove you're not picking on mine. And if you don't, I'm going to the district. You know, the teacher left all these detailed lesson plans and wanted to make sure that the sub was taken care of and knew exactly what they were doing. Right. Comes back the next day to find everything that she laid out still there, completely untouched. And apparently the sub decided that she didn't want to do the lesson plans, instead wanted to have the kids make flip books of mental health and like feelings, which like of course mental health is important, but like it was not the lesson plans. But what upset the teacher the most was that the sub went into her closet and found the good paper, like the cardstock.
Don't you touch my cardstock.
The shiny stuff.
That
like,
stuff's expensive.
The kids went through $1,000 worth of supplies. I have had enough. Is everything okay? I can hear you yelling from next door. I've reached my limit with these kids. Jessica's body language is so passive-aggressive. How is body language passive-aggressive? And now you have an attitude too. At least there's another adult to witness it. I was literally just helping Kyle because he asked you a question and you refused to help him. He asked a stupid question about something we just went over. Well, he clearly didn't get it. He just wasn't paying attention. Well, whether Kyle was paying attention or not, if he wants to learn the material, I don't see why you wouldn't answer his question. He should have listened better the first time. I mean, whose side are you on anyways? Why did you choose this career? When I was student teaching, the students made a Snapchat for the school. If they posted a Snapchat and tagged the school Snapchat account would like repost it. One kid took a Bojangles cup, a completely empty Bojangles cup, taped his vape to the end of the straw,